took out the netting, the filter trap, the filter that from the washer, and it didn't hardly have anything in it. My wife said that she cleaned out the filter before she said that I needed to transfer the stuff from the washer to the dryer. We had a bunch of a couple of sheets, a couple bed sheets that we were washing, or that she was washing, and she was gonna go out, so she needed me to transfer some of the stuff from the washer into the dryer whenever the washer was done running. Some of the clothes, or some of the sheets, were pretty tough to get out of the washer. So I had to use some elbow grease. But what I want to do is I want to transfer the sheets from the washer to the dryer without dropping the sheets or anything that's in the washer, without dropping any of the stuff that's in the washer on the ground, because that defeats all purpose of using the washer. If the stuff is clean, and then if you drop it, then it's not clean anymore, so you gotta wash it again, run it for another cycle again. What I do is I put those sheets on my lap whenever I'm transferring them from the washer to the dryer. My wife likes to use fabric softener. I don't know, whenever I was a bachelor, I never used a fabric softener. So, I mean, from what I heard, it makes like Levi's or denim or things like that much softer. They aren't as hard as a board whenever you use the fabric softener on them and run them in the dryer. I haven't done laundry enough, so I guess I don't know, these little tricks and tips and things like that for the running the dryer and running the washer. I put the dial on 60 minutes right there, and then see, that's a big bag of dog food, but then the middle dial right there is to the far turn to the right, and that one, the middle dial is on cotton fabrics. And then all I need to do is I need to push that button, that brown button, light brown button, and come back and check everything in about an hour. Give the dryer a little bit more time, so maybe an hour and a half or something like that, or hour and 15 minutes. But anyway, here it is, about an hour or 15 minutes later, and I came back to check on this stuff in the dryer and see if it's dry or not yet. Can't really turn around too well in our utility room, so I had to turn around out there in the dining in the little dining area. Back up. This is kind of cool that it's a front end loader, because then it's pretty low to the ground. You know, for us guys for us people in wheelchairs, then it's kind of nice to, you know, not have to reach so far over if it's a top loader. You know, it's a little bit more difficult to get to. You definitely got to turn your knees to the side. You turn your legs to the side, or your wheelchair to the side, in order to grab the stuff from the washer or the dryer. It definitely helps out. It's not, I mean, if you try and turn your wheelchair forwards and face so you can face the dryer, that's not going to happen. And I was surprised at how much lint and stuff like that was caught from the sheets. You saw it before. I mean, before I put the sheets in and ran the dryer, then this whole, filter thing was clean. It was clear. It was pretty clear. There wasn't anything in it. But now that I washed the sheets through one cycle, then there's a pretty large clump of lint and stuff like that. So anyway, just kind of generally just want to clean that up a little bit, that lint cleaner, so it'll be clean the next time we use the dryer. Here's my little lint ball, and I didn't want to run over Jack there, a little black pug, so I'm trying out my basketball skills. 2 points. So it's kind of lucky. I'm usually not a very good shooter, but now I want to fold up the sheets, fold up the dried bed sheet, and they got pretty long arms. My wingspan is probably about 6 feet, so I can hold the sheet at one end, pinch the two ends of the sheet together and hold it at one end, and then pinch the sheets together, pinch the sheet corners together at the other end, and then go like that. See, it's kind of dangerous because I don't want to drop them on the floor, because if I drop them on the floor, then they'll get dirty again, and that won't be good. So that's pretty good. So I put the pinched ends together, join my hands, so now I got four sheet corners that are pinched all together in one hand. So then it's a little bit smaller. And so now I got the corners pinched together again. And I can fold it again, so it's a little bit smaller. And I fold it over. Fold it over again. And fold it over again one time. So right now it should be pretty close to looking like it can fit in the cupboard where we put the bed sheets. And this is hard because they have this bed sheet has elastic has elastic all around it. So it's kind of difficult to find a good corner to pinch together. There's an area where it was sewn together, where there's an area on the sheets that you can't, I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah, see that corner right there? There was a little corner, a little fold. I guess it's it's like the joining of the two, it's a seam, yeah, the seam of the sheets. The seam of the sheet. I put join the two seams together in one hand, and I join the two seams together in the other hand. So now I got 4 seams together. It's elastic. The elastic sides just don't make it too helpful to, don't make it really possible to try and fold the ends together and make it nice and neat. I don't know, I'm sure that a lot of people, know how to do this, but I never could figure it out. I don't know how you put the elastic ends together and make it somewhat, folded and decent looking. So I just kind of generally just fold it, It looks alright, I guess. Elastic bands on the sides on the bed sheets just don't really make it possible. And put the sheets on your lap. Go to the cupboard, left cupboard, that's where all the towels are for drying. This looks like the right spot. This is where the bed sheets are. I'm gonna put the sheet that has the elastic bands on the sides. I'm gonna put that on the upper spot. Maybe my wife, whenever she comes home later on, she can fold it the correct way. I don't know how to do it. And then I put the other bed sheet that's, pretty easy to fold. That one I put at the bottom, on the bottom shelf, right on top of the brown sheet. Brown sheet's sticking out a little bit, so